We'll charge in with them a little bit later, but for the moment we want to charge in with our chieftains. Did not quite go according to plan, unfortunately. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. For anyone new, I play games for the storytelling and challenge, which generally means taking my time, trying to stay thematic, and avoiding exploits. If you prefer min-maxing or speeding through content, then my stuff may not be for you, although you're welcome to join us for a while to find out. In Total War Warhammer, that means using some mods to try to make the campaign and battles slower and harder to try to fit the brutal world of Warhammer, and also fighting all but the most lopsided battles manually. There's a link in the description to all the mods we're using and why, and another to the Steam Workshop page where you can subscribe to all these mods with one click. For this campaign, we are playing as Queek Headtaker, who is interested in fighting, in bullying others, and in feeding, not necessarily in that order. In particular, he wants to fight every lord and hero he comes across to add to his collection and fame. He has a furious temper, so we will be taking note of any factions that do us dirty in this campaign. Lastly, Queek also wants to capture Karak-Eight-Peaks, and if that just happens to be a stepping stone on the way to more war, more glory, and world domination, then that's alright too. Alright, so following up on the last episode, we have a little bit of a dilemma because I was just now looking at this garrison and the fact that it is now a tier 4 settlement. I don't think it's likely that we could win a battle against that garrison and that army, even with both of our armies combined. So that's not really that big of a deal. We've accomplished a lot in the last episode, where we've basically secured our own borders, at least with respect to our current enemies. And we are in the process of shoring up our defenses pretty much everywhere. So all we really got to do is get Mika in a position to be able to handle rebellions when they happen. We'll just keep him down here. And we'll just kind of turn the screws slowly against these guys up here, wait for them to make a mistake. Now, one thing that I am looking at, bear with me while I adjust my microphone here, okay? One thing that I am looking at is, of course, the fact that we have not exactly a friend, but we have an enemy of our enemy here beside us. And possibly they will do something like, I don't know. I mean, that army alone is obviously not going to be able to take Karak-Eight-Peaks, but maybe we can witness a battle between the two sides and have them weaken each other or something along those lines. In any case, we can afford to play the waiting game right now because everything is in our favor. The way things are situated right now, we're getting money, we're getting food. They are down to this one settlement. They have multiple enemies. We're in no real danger. So I think we're okay. We just got to be patient. If you have watched any of the other campaigns that I've got on this channel, there have been multiple times where we've just had to be patient, and sure enough, eventually something does go our way. So let's go ahead and leave our armies where they are. Actually, I take that back. I think we could even stand to move a little closer, because if they want to come out and attack us in the field with that army, I think we could beat that army. The one thing I thought about doing was going into ambush stance here. I can't even do it right now because I'm too close to the enemy. But if we move a little closer here, and we wanted to go into ambush stance, we could from here. Our chance of ambush is reasonably good. So that's another option, is we could maybe take one turn and go into ambush stance and see if using this army as bait, if they would be willing to come out and try to attack him. Might be worth trying, but I don't want to do it this turn because I want to get my food situation up from 60% where it's at right now to the above 60%. Meanwhile, they actually could not quite reach us from there. So we can actually move a little bit. We can move a little bit closer even. And you, cunning agent. There's really no reason to not put you in the army right now, I guess. Just for the experience in case there is a battle. But I'm not going to do the whole ambush thing this turn, as I mentioned. I need the food too much. And of course the experience doesn't hurt either. And nor does the money. Okay, so those two armies are now taken care of. Now we have Mika. Let me just make sure I remember where the rebellion was likely to happen. Oh, that's right. We have an Undercity up there, okay. Oh, Karak-Azul. It's definitely likely to happen here. We do have Sump Pit that we can start building up a bit. I was moving him in this direction, I think, because I was anticipating... Okay, I guess he was actually suffering. He was losing public order until I moved Mika into this province, and that actually helped shore up the public order situation because of the characters. It also says, oh, yeah, because you're inside. Okay, so the military presence is 1. The characters are another 2. The events is the dominating scheme, so that's about to end. Okay. So when that ends, we're going to be back to -2 in this province. If I move him out of the settlement, it will drop even lower. So I think we want to do that because we want to go ahead and force the rebellion to happen, I think, but we also need to recruit more units into this army to be able to fight off a rebellion. So what is the priority in terms of the money that we have? I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to take a look at Queek and his skills. When he recruits Crimson Guard, it's +4 recruit rank for... I'm sorry, it's +2 currently, up to +4 for Storm Vermin units, but only in this army. If I were to put him into this stance and I wanted to recruit, it would be 1,100 for each one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I need 3 fully functional armies. I don't want to put all my money into a single army right now. That's not the most effective way to do this, I don't think. So we're gonna go with clan rats, and we're gonna go with Mika getting some clan rats, which means moving down to here. And we're gonna do some recruiting here. We can go ahead and give you the better kind of clan rats. You've got 1 spears there. We'll give you another spear unit. Now let's give you 2 spear units. And then several of those. 2 turns of recruiting, and he'll be in much better shape to actually then be able to defeat a rebellion here. I mean, beat it in the field as opposed to with the aid of a garrison. Oh, I didn't even realize I could have actually done that from this province. Actually, that's okay. It's to our advantage to get him out of that province, because now we're back to losing public order at a faster rate there. And next turn it should go to -5. Okay. That's what we want. And meanwhile, down here, Karak-Eight-Peaks Asgul, we want you to do what? I think we probably want Plague Cult. I think I probably talked about this in the last episode. I think what we want to do is we want the catapult. We want the ability to build catapults. We don't have it here, right? Just to double check, we do not have it here. So we're going to build it here. That's pretty much all our money right there. Is that going to give us... It does give us one catapult in the garrison. This garrison now ought to be pretty formidable once those two buildings are built. Okay, I'm content with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our diplomacy.
High Queen Kalida.
No. Okay, alright, good enough. Let's go ahead and see what happens here between these two greenskins. And then we will react accordingly. And I think, yeah, I don't see anything else for us to do before we end our turn. Vissenland, huh? Very interesting. I wonder how we found... Oh, we found them because of our Undercity up there in Altdorf.
I only take heads with meat on skull.
Okay, no, I am not interested in any deals with you. I can understand why you want to deal with me. But you got nothing to offer us. Okay, so he's backing off. So it's just us. Is there any chance that that army will come out and attack us? I really doubt it. But we'll see. Nope. He did spawn another army, though. Okay, so Pestilicus, this -6 already sounds like a non-starter to me, even though he's at 10. So, Warlock engineers have reported parts missing from your personal supply. Spies eventually track the thief to its lair. Turns out that one of your lords is secretly building a large mechanical claw to extract and crush previously unminable rock to extract the valuable warpstone within. So this mechanical claw, it's a fine weapon, but it's absolutely not worth a loss of 6 loyalty. So I'm going to demand a stake instead. We'll take the money. The money's very good for us. And no sooner did we encounter this faction than they disappeared by being confederated. Okay. War declared between Greasus and the Chaos Dwarves. Alrighty. I'm content. Let's go ahead and... okay, so we're now up to 65%. So here's where we're going to switch this out. We're going to keep raiding with him, but we are going to put him into ambush stance. Oh, dagnabbit, that's bad. Is there anywhere we can go where we're not... Yeah, we can go to here.
Queek will come for you.
We're a little bit closer to them than I want to be, but at least we're not suffering attrition. And we'll just see then if they are willing to come out. We're far enough away that the garrison won't come out with them. So maybe we can catch them in an ambush. And in the meantime, we'll at least be getting some food and money with Pestilicus here. Okay, and then down here, Mika, you get one more turn of recruiting going on. We are very quickly running out of income, however. Can't really be helped. We kind of need it. Do I want any Skaven slaves in here? Not really. Not really. I think we want to go 73 times 6 is 438, I believe, an extra. Yep, plus 438, okay. That's fine. I can live with that. Oops. Okay, and yeah. Now that means we're not really going to have much money to build with, but that's okay. I could still consider upgrading this. I could also upgrade this. It's an extra 10% income. Not super priority right now. Okay, we also are going to have to prepare to do something here. I just realized we're going to end up having the rebellion up here sooner than the one here. Okay. Alternate plan. Let's go ahead and get Mika moving back up in this direction. This will slow down. We can do the recruiting from here. And it will slow down the speed of rebellion here. Give us a chance to get over here in time to possibly attack that right away. That's the hope. We do have some more rites that we could perform. We could do another one of these. I just don't really have the money to do it right now. It's not super high priority, I don't think. Let me just double check. What exactly is this giving us? This is giving us a bonus for Warlock Engineers, of which we don't have any. It is giving us research rate, which is good. It's increasing our capacity for Warlock Engineers, so it will be nice to have more of these. But just not worth the money right now. We just don't have enough money to do everything we would like to do. I think we're going to go ahead and do... This might help. This will give control +4. No, we're going to go this instead. I don't care if a rebellion happens here. We'll just destroy it. We'll get some money out of it. And maybe at that point we'll worry about building another... Well, we could possibly improve this right here. Okay. Anyway, we need to keep fighting. That's one of our best sources of food and money. So rebellions are a fine way to accomplish it. And it's not like Karak-Azul here could possibly fall to a rebellion anyway. Building upgrade available. We're going to save our money now. Let's check our diplomacy.
The goddess wills it.
The thing is, I don't want to... Even though time is on our side with respect to these guys, I don't want to wait too much longer because we could get a war declared on us by other factions really at any time. Okay, so Reichland. As long as they don't discover our Undercity, I really don't care much what they're doing. That does look like it might be a lot of characters in that region, however. I hope they don't discover it. Okay, we got a dwarf hero floating around over here. Okay, are you coming out? You are not coming out. Interesting. Oh, you've got a hero that's going to pull me out of ambush stance, don't you? Well, he did not pull me out of ambush stance. That's interesting. Karak-Zorn, okay, that's Thorek, obviously. We know that from our Thorek campaign. Okay, so how are we doing here on the grow your forces? We're at 16 out of 30. And even with that, we're still at, with all these extra units, we're still at 1,100 per turn. That's pretty good. Take that. Let's race up this way. Hopefully this army is now big enough to deal with the rebellion that is imminent up... Well, not quite imminent. Two turns away from happening up there. Now, let's take a look here at you. You're the cunning agent. You do have a couple points into assassinate. What are your chances here? 41% costs 289. Well, we have to try it.
Assassinate.
I'll take it. I'll take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Okay, very nice. Well, that's why we've got assassins, right? That's what they're for. And Pestilicus, you have gained a rank here. You've got the ambush success chance maxed out. Let's go ahead and give you Indomitable. And we're just going to stay where we were
Keep gracious scum away.
in hopes that they do want to come out here and attack.
Warlord,
I don't understand why they didn't do it last turn, quite frankly. They should have. If they didn't know we were here, they should have done it last turn. I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay. Meanwhile, we could go for this. It's probably the best use of our money right now. You have a couple more turns before you're going to rebel. And when you do, you're in fine shape anyway. You're almost ready to get that, but it'll be a little while before we're in a position to start recruiting the Plague Claw catapults. So, Sump Pit it is. As long as we don't get attacked by Emmerich here, we should be hopefully okay. If he does declare war, we will cancel the construction of this building. Back to diplomacy. Emmerich probably hates us. He does. Minus 100 aversion. Minus 105 current relations. He is, however, at war with Rictus and the Chaos Dwarves already. So he may not be in any real hurry to declare war on us. Meanwhile, I'm kind of amazed that Labaris is still around, quite frankly. How are they still alive even though they're at war with Kroq-Gar? And Kroq-Gar is so much stronger. I think we know the answer to that from our Thorek campaign. It's because Kroq-Gar is an idiot when it comes to strategy. Okay, Lord not moved. We're going to stay where we are. Actually, can you reach him? It seems like you should be able to. But let's go ahead and move you just a little bit closer here. There we go. Now they can reach you. And we can still intercept them. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Cross our... Oh, we're down to 0 here with our food situation, even with the +3. Well, can't be helped. Can't be helped. I'm satisfied with 65% for the time being. We need to do something to fight that army outside of the settlement. We cannot fight both that army and that garrison at the same time. If he doesn't attack this turn, we're going to have to try a plan B. And plan B is probably... Okay, what's he going... Nope. Nope, not interested. Just not interested.
I will give you many secrets, yes, yes.
Okay. Well, non-aggression pact, no thank you. In fact, I think I'm supposed to be at war with you, aren't I? That time the ambush did fail. Interesting, okay. So we got our technology research, we got an imminent rebellion, of course, we got negative growth down here at Kradtamen, which is fine. We don't have the money to keep growing. Anyway, okay, well, we might as well make the most then of the situation, which is going to be we're going to leave you in raiding stance. We are going to move Queek over to... Can we get Queek over here in... We can, in Undercity stance. Let's do that. We'll get Queek down to here. He can help fight the... Wait a minute now. How much is he going to boost public order? Because I hope it's not by at least 7, because I want the rebellion to happen here. Well, one way to find out. Let's go ahead and jump down here.
Run for Morse.
Spin my camera because I'm already confused what I'm looking at. Okay. Dag nabbit, man. He really did a number on it, didn't he? And then you guys. Alright. Slight change of plans. We're going to raid our own territory for 1 turn.
I say move.
In order to cause this rebellion. You go ahead and move to here.
I want a scurry move.
And we will destroy that rebellion army as soon as it happens. We'll get ourselves some food and some money out of it. And then we might have to do the same thing again down here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, hero not moved. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you back into his army, I suppose. For now. Building upgrade available. Yeah, we don't really have much money. What could we do? Nothing that we really care about. Okay, forget that. Imminent rebellion. Yes, we know. Research. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and do... The control probably seems like a good idea, considering the circumstances. I don't want to constantly be keeping my armies down here in our own territory fighting rebellions. At some point, that's not going to work for us. So we'll go with that. We'll check diplomacy. Oh, hello, Top Knots. You're at war with Thorek and Scarbrand. Boy, it sucks to be you, huh? Yeah, I wonder how much money you'd give me. 800. Nah, I don't think it's worth it.
The goddess will...
Ready?
Okay. Let's go ahead and prepare to crush a rebellion. I need to take a look at Skarsnik also, because I don't want to get caught by surprise in case he should decide to declare war on us. And he's clearly quite strong. Just that one army that he just moved is quite strong. That's the army that I would like to see him move towards Karak-Eight-Peaks. It's not strong enough to take it, but it's strong enough to do some damage. Okay. Faction destroyed, the Top Knots. What a absolute not surprise. Okay, rank gained by our assassin.
Need more trophies, yes.
Alright, so where's the rebellion at? All the way down here. Queek, we want to move you to here, I suppose.
tails.
And I'm going to move you back into his territory to keep raiding. Okay, so it appears that it is possible to go directly through here without trespassing. I don't know why the default kept taking me through Skarsnik's territory. Okay, meanwhile, you are the cunning agent, so we just want to keep focusing on this line down here, the blue line for now. Okay, Mika, let's go ahead and get you into position as well. I want to use as little movement as necessary, okay? So we might as well attack with Queek, right?
Let the bell scream.
I mean, his loyalty's 10. He doesn't need any real boost. Okay, let's go ahead and fight ourselves a pretty easy battle. I could auto-resolve it, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is take a sip of coffee. Okay, so just blasting charges and regular miners. I think we'll get him up here. Let's go ahead and get Queek over here. Actually, let's get all of you guys on one. You know what I want to do? I'm not going to do it like that. Let's go ahead and select one. Let's go ahead and ungroup them. Because I actually want my chieftains to be the ones to charge into the blasting charge units here. So we've got... It's a very interesting formation. I guess it's because the trees and the rocks here that caused them to do this. So this one, and this one are blasting charges. These are all just regular old miners. Let's get 4 units of...
Yes. What orders?
Of you guys down there, and then the rest of you guys over here, like so. We'll charge in with them a little bit later, but for the moment we want to charge in with our chieftains. Start deployment. I think we're ready to go ahead and launch, so you charge at them, you charge at them, you charge at them, you charge at them as well. You can get a little closer. Queek, you go ahead and run towards their leader. You guys can... Yeah, those are the blasting charges. We don't want to engage them with our clan rats. You guys can get up here. You guys can hit the non-blasting charges, that's fine. But the chieftains, I want the chieftains to get in on the blasting charges. Yeah, see if you can punch through, guys. Punch through. You guys go ahead and get on them. Get around behind. Okay, let's go ahead and this will help. Now you guys can maybe get in on them. Did not quite go according to plan, unfortunately. It's fine. Now we might as well gang up on him. You should be doing good work on them, I would think. You still try to do some good work on them, if you can.
Assassin! Storm vermin!
I would imagine we're overwhelming them everywhere now, right? I would hope so. You've taken a tiny little bit of damage, but other than that... Okay, we're... Oh! Yeah, no, not good. Not good. Let's Let's get you guys to stop firing. Okay, Assassin, you help chase him down. Queek, does this speed you up at all? It does not, but that's okay. Above all else, we just want to run down their lord. Eradicate them. Everywhere else, you can get in on them as well. Look at him trying to run away. Come on, Queek. Come on, Queek. You can do it, buddy. You're swinging and missing an awful lot. There we go. There we go. The Lord's down. They're still fighting us. Wow. Good for them. Brave little dwarves. Brave little stunties. Let's go ahead and get some more Menace Below done. Yeah, now everything is going to very quickly go south. For the dwarves. You guys all... I'm glad you could join the fight. You're just in time to watch them all run away or surrender. I'm amazed. Wow, look at how long that one unit of miners lasted. Very impressive. I guess I probably could have just kept fighting until we eradicated them, because I think that army is going to survive now, isn't it? It probably will. That's okay. We'll get another fight out of it. That would suit me just fine. 2 fights are better than 1. That's what Queek always says. Okay. Alright, very good. 9 food. 1,400 gold. A little bit of experience. And we can get another little bit of food. 0% army replenishment. That's tempting, but I think I'm going to pass on it. The 358 does not seem worth it. We'll take the food and the experience.
Slaves work, then die.
And meanwhile, now that army, it is still alive. We can hit it again. And I don't see any reason not to. Let's go ahead and do our ranks here. Let's go ahead and give you what? Maybe Paranoid Defender. Maybe Bread Leader. Nah, we're going to give you Blade Master. That's right, we're going to make you guys really, really good in melee combat first and foremost, above all else. You don't need Verminous Valor if you never have to run away, right? And so, Queek, we're going to move you to right here. And now we're going to attack with him. And I think this is one time where we can just go ahead and auto-resolve. That seems pretty darn overwhelming to me. I don't feel like this is going to be worth the time it would take to fight. We lost 36 rats. Okay. And we're going to get another 2 food. Is that going to... doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Okay, and now, having done that, our public order situation here is... It's not permanently better, but it's better for the time being. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get you... What do you need? Howling Warp Gale, that works for me. Now you can... How do we want to do this? I don't see any reason.
Too much.
Actually, I'm kind of thinking now. Do we have a... We don't have a barracks built in this province just yet. I think what I might do is I might run him up here and transfer some of these units
Hail, horned rat.
into Pestalikich's army. So what I'd like to do is get to 20, 20, and 20.
Thanks to my plan. Victory.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and race you this way.
Sears.
And now Queek, you
Greasiest scum away.
can actually just barely make it into this province, and you actually are going to start reversing the public order situation here, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay.
Great victory.
That means, again, Blade Master. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that we have... No, we do not have Colossal Strike yet, so that's what we're going to take. And then for you, Mr. Battle Agent, we're going to give you Assassinate. Okay. You are, after all, first and foremost, still an assassin. Okay. Now we have our public order situation a little bit better. We can go ahead and do a little bit more building. Down here, food is not the priority anymore. Let's switch to this. I would like to be able to improve this building in time to get the warp lightning cannons, but I guess it's not really a priority. So we're not going to worry about that. There's got to be something worth doing here, though. I don't want to build up these buildings in Sump Pit because I'm not convinced that we're not going to have to abandon it still. Okay, we're going to save our money up, and in that case, what I might want to do next turn, I might actually transfer some of these clan rats out of Queek's army into Mika's army and free up room for some more storm vermin. It's a thought. It is a thought, but we will save that thought for next turn. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy out. We're up to 56. That's good. Well, it's not great, but it's okay.
Liberus.
One rug.
And let's go ahead and do our end turn. Freebooter, that's always good. Okay, Reichland. Not a lot going on that we can see. Thorek. I should double check to see who Thorek is at war with. And the Crookhoods. Excuse me. Too much talking is starting to affect my voice here. Okay, interesting. So now they could retake Valea's Sorrow. I hope they do, because then we can take Valea's Sorrow from them without declaring war on Skarsnik. That would be nice. Okay, and we got on the fiddle. This is not great. So for 2 turns, it's not going to be good for us to do any recruiting. And that's fine. What we're going to do, actually, is the aforementioned exchanging of units here. I'm going to put 5 of these units into Mika's army.
Challenge me.
And then I'm going to race down in this direction. And I'm going to recruit some more storm vermin into Queek's army. And with an army of all storm vermin, we're going to be able to take Karak-Eight-Peaks at that point, I think.
Chosen.
That's the plan anyway, and now you can race up this way.
Run, fools.
Okay. Still getting +4 right here, but that's not going to last for very long. Meanwhile, you're still at +2. Clearly not great. We could go ahead and do this. It's a possibility. Let's see what other options we have. Oh my, we do want to, we want to level him up, and that's 5,800. We can't afford it yet, so we might as well save our money to be able to do that. And it's going to take 9 turns before we can build that up to the next level. Okay. I think the best use of our money, again, is just to save it up for now. We'll keep raiding up there. Keep breaking even on food while we're doing that raiding up there. And just take advantage of this little momentary lull in the action to get our defenses built up and our armies strengthened. Let's go ahead and check diplomacy out. Who are this? Okay, so I want to look at this actually. So
You may look upon me.
Emmerich, you're at war with those guys still. You are at war with both Greasus and Emmerich, okay. And that's Drazoa. Okay, Krockgart. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, I was kind of hoping this was going to be the case. Krockgart and Thorek are at war with one another.
Rune Lord.
That suits us just fine. Let them just pound on each other for a little bit. And then, of course, Thorgrim up here, he's still a concern, but he's at war with Skarsnik as well as us. So this is pretty nice. There's, you know, a lot of 2 versus 2 type wars, or not 2 versus 2. Everybody's kind of at war with more than one enemy, which is good. That way they can't just focus on a single enemy. All right. I think we want to go ahead and do our next end turn. The nice thing about Queek now is when I get him down into our capital province, our starting province, where we can recruit the storm vermin, he should be able to recruit them in a single turn now. Okay, now what are you guys doing? You're not going to take Valea Sorrow back, are you? That's interesting. Wonder why. Maybe the AI is smart enough to realize he can't hold it. Okay, so you can't quite get here in one turn. It's going to take 2 turns.
Quick moves.
Meanwhile, the public order holding steady, but we're about to move him out.
Stink of command. Move your tails. Soon we raid.
Into this province. Can we do this without trespassing? Nope. I don't understand. It looks like we were able to move this direction from west to east without trespassing, but we can't move east to west without trespassing. I don't understand why, but whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over it unless it ends up causing Skarsnik to declare war on me, in which case I will lose sleep over it. Okay. Now how are we looking from a building standpoint? Now you can go ahead and do that. there's the bulk of our money. Oh, this is why we're losing food. It's because I stopped. What's the... is there anything for recruitment? Right here. We do want to switch to recruiting commandment here so that we can recruit a couple of... Oh, we may not be able to reach next turn, actually. Well... If we end up having to keep that commandment on for one turn longer, it's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and just double check, make sure you guys are raiding. We're getting as much money as we can and as much food as we can out of raiding. That will help our food situation as well, with both of them raiding. Now that Queek is not up there, that might look like a more vulnerable force to attack. Well, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, down here, we need to save up money to build this garrison. So that's yet one more thing that we need money for. Alright. Diplomacy. Who are the Sires of Morcaine at war against? The Warhorde of the Dark Omen.
Man sleep wanes, and more sleep waxes.
No, it's really not worth it. Not for 300 gold. Okay. Well, we're about to finish another technology research. That's good. These turns are just flying by all of a sudden. While this is scrolling through the end turn here, just for anybody who happens to be new or has forgotten, the reason why Karak-Eight-Peaks is so much more challenging to take in this campaign than it is in vanilla is because of a combination of the improved garrisons mod, or actually set of mods that we're using, as well as the fact that they get a scaling garrison buff. So not only are they better units and more of them, but their stats are all buffed as well. Okay, so unhappy. That's probably not great. Let's take a look at this. How much is this hurting us? How many turns is that going to last? 3 turns. That's okay. We can live with it. We got oh, that's good. Scarbrand and Thorek now at war. And we have a rank. Okay. Always good for our chieftains to get ranks. And we're going to give you Blade Master. Okay, very good. Now, can we move you? Yes, we can. Excellent. We can get here.
I'm right.
We should be able to afford how many? We can only afford 2 Storm Vermin. That's a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. 17. It's alright. Well, really, actually, 17, but 2. We have 2 inferior clan rat guys in here. Still, that's going to be a pretty strong army. What are they? 200 per turn, 198 per turn in terms of upkeep. We probably couldn't afford to fill out the entire stack with Storm Vermin anyway, from an upkeep perspective. So that's fine. We can meanwhile go ahead and switch him back to this. Sump Pit, we still cannot afford the garrison, obviously. If we could afford it, we would be spending it on Storm Vermin instead. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and get... Well, you guys don't really need to move, do you? Nope, we just need them to both keep raiding for the money. If nothing happens to stop us from doing it, then we'll get Queek up here, and our 3 armies together can take Karak-Eight-Peaks. That I feel pretty confident of. Okay, Lord not moved. That's fine. Building upgrade available. Yeah, we can afford it. And know your place. Bonus to loyalty for new recruits. Not really a priority. This would be really good. What do we need to unlock that? We need to take everything. We need this. Okay, that works for me. We also do want virulent plans now that I'm thinking about it, and what that means is we're going to have to do abduct promising candidates as well, but we'll do take everything first. Okay, we're already coming up on an hour here, but there's still more work to do in this episode. I can't leave this episode yet. Let's go ahead and check diplomacy really quickly. This is, these campaigns, they do require sort of a mix of patience, good maneuvering, good strategic maneuvering, and then just jumping at opportunities when they present themselves. So there's going to be these occasional lulls in the action, but it doesn't really make the campaigns any less intense, at least from my perspective. I know there will be some people who disagree with that, but to me, just the strategy alone can get quite intense. Okay, we're being joined by one of Skarsnik's armies again, which does maybe give us a little bit of an extra chance for... There we go, that's what we... Dagnabbit, he still didn't conquer it. Looks like we have another target for assassination up here. Okay, so we could... Let's take a look here. We could spend one more turn and recruit 2 more. I don't see why not. That's really going to make Queek a nice, strong army. That's going to be Queek plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Storm Vermin and 4 Chieftains. Yeah, that's a strong army for Skaven in this campaign. Okay, meanwhile, Karak-Azul's back to losing public order, which is fine. Are we losing public order here? We are a little bit. But that's okay as well. And then down here, you're gaining temporarily, but that's just because Queek is in this province. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to figure out a resolution for our public order situation, but all in good time. Okay, I think we're at an hour, but I'm going to go ahead and do another end turn because I'm just kind of enjoying this a little bit too much. I'm a little bit too focused right now to stop. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy really quickly.
Trixie.
Ooh. Okay, this is too good to pass up. This is too good to pass up. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that offer. Okay. I'm liking that. Now we're in better shape. We can't trade with him yet, unfortunately, but
It is time.
I'm feeling better having to not worry about them declaring war on us. Plus, they gave us some money, which actually gives us enough money to be able to afford one more. We're at a full 20 stack now. Very good. Very, very good. And that's absolutely all we can afford to do. Our income is going to be absolutely anemic. And that's even with the almost 600 that we're getting from raiding right here. Without this raiding, we would actually be losing money every turn. But it's okay, because this army is going to be epic. Alright. Okay. So that does not have a Wa in it, so there's no Wa army there. Skarsnik could probably take Karak-Eight-Peaks. Oh, he does have a Wa army now. Did he just declare a Wa? I don't know. Even if he has a Wa army, though, he can't. At least at this point, he can't take Karak-Eight-Peaks. Maybe once it gets up to 20. Okay, meanwhile, grow your... So we're at 21 out of 30 units. We're at less than 500 income per turn. We're going to go ahead and... Tell you what I could do is I could head up here and actually raid. Raiding does -5 control. Never mind, that's not a good idea. We're going to race... We're going to race Queek up this way.
Move your tails.
He is losing Winds of Magic, but I guess it doesn't matter since we don't have any spellcasters in this army. Okay. Meanwhile, minus 91, but we are gaining 3, but that's only going to last this one turn. What we probably ought to do now, actually, is switch to control here. And over here as well. Now, we got a little bit more time that we can afford to not do it over here. We still can't afford the garrison building. Just looking at what our options are here. This is bad. You're starting to lose -5 per turn. Events of -4. Oh, that's right. We just have the unhappy populace. That's fine. Okay. You're okay. And meanwhile, you guys up here are just continuing to do your thing. Let's see what happens here. His Wa army is pretty pathetic right now, but if it grows up all the way to a full 20 stack, he might be in pretty good shape then. At the very least, he might be in good enough shape to do some damage to Karak-Eight-Peaks. I have my doubts that he'd be able to actually take it. And I didn't see a report that he declared a Wa. But clearly he has just done so. Do we not get that as an event message? I thought we did. Alright, anyway, these lords right here are not moving. I guess you can move a little closer.
My command.
At this point, I don't see why not.
Let the bell scream.
As long as you keep raiding. Okay, this is probably going to have to be the last end turn for us. Once we check our diplomacy out.
Onward.
Okay. All right. Okay, we did not get to see what Skarsnik's army up there did. His turn just flew right by. The Crookhoods, what are you doing? Whole lot of nothing. You, I'm assuming you're not declaring war. You probably want a non-aggression pact. You do. You're at war with them. Yeah, I don't really want to have a non-aggression pact with you. Sorry about that. Okay. Alright, so. He is letting his Wa army grow, which is fine. We're going to continue raiding. He's also raiding. He's He's getting more from his one army rating than we're getting from both of ours combined, but that's, hey, that's the difference with the greenskins. Meanwhile, we are just going to keep running Queek up this way, and either he's going to have to come out and fight one of our forces, or we're going to get all three armies to combine on Karak-Eight-Peaks. So make sure that you stick around for the next episode, because it's very likely to include a major confrontation up here at Karak-Eight-Peaks. But that's only step one, because as we mentioned in the introduction, that's just a stepping stone to more fighting, more glory, and more conquest. So we will leave it there for now. We will go ahead and pick up at this point in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.